Hello again. I'm back to deliver to you the second batch of battles of my section of the loser's bracket here at the FFT 1.3 Season 5 tournament. The battles are only going to get more interesting, as every team from this point forward has proven that it's worth its salt on at least one occasion. That is to say, all teams from this point forward have won at least one match. That means that there is at least one element in each team's strategy that works for them. Either that, or they were up against teams whose strategy did not work at all. However, I'm not going to let that possibility detract the worth of the teams to come. The two teams joining us for this present session are Former Deathcorps, who's joining us from the loser's bracket, and the 3rd Oracle, who's joining us from the winner's bracket. Let's look at the teams. Former Deathcorps, who I introduced in Battle 11 of the loser's bracket, has a ninja, a monk, a geomancer, and a samurai. As I mentioned before, this samurai and this ninja are the twin damage dealers of Former Deathcorps' team. In the previous battle, they had a bit of a bad compatibility issue, but this time around he's a bit more lucky, as these two units have bad compatibility with only one of the 3rd Oracle's units. Now, the 3rd Oracle's units consist of a Sacred, a Bard, a Knight, and a Time Mage. To spend a bit more time with the 3rd Oracle, since he is a newcomer in my section of the bracket, the Sacred will do as the Sacreds do, with Shake Off and Mimic Titan. This Bard is a Bard in name only, as he does not know how to sing. As it happens, this Bard is actually a civil engineer from the University of California, Berkeley, and the only song he knows is She Bangs. He once performed this song on live television under the guise of a Hong Kong man by the name of William Hung. If you don't know who William Hung is, type his name onto the search bar above this video and see for yourself. Go on, I'll wait for you. Did you see? I know, right? It's a travesty. However, I cannot blame him for not knowing how to sing, because this Bard is working two jobs. In his first job, he's protecting his team members with Protect and Shell by using Kiyomori, and in his second job, he's attacking his opponents with Draw Out Heaven's Cloud and Concentrated Bloody Strings. And you thought She Bangs was bad on your ears. The Knight here also is working two jobs. In his first job, he's keeping his team members healthy with White Magic, and in his second job, he is attacking his opponents with a crossbow. And finally, the final unit, the Time Mage, is purely a support unit. She is making an extreme fashion statement as she's decked out in full armor and a Prada bag. Lady Gaga, take notes. As I said, the Time Mage is working only one job. You might think she's not working as hard as the Bard and the Knight, but that also means she can devote full attention to doing that one job correctly. And with 353 HP and an Angel Ring, she won't be clocking out anytime soon. Now, as for the matchup, what can I say? I would say that the offense potential is given to Former Deathcorps with that ninja and the samurai. The 3rd Oracle can't hit as hard. He really has only this Knight and this Bard to do it. The Sacred doesn't really count in this point. His main damage is with Mimic Titan. However, let's see. The Samurai negates Earth damage, and the Ninja absorbs Earth damage, so Mimic Titan is not going to work as well in this match for the 3rd Oracle. And the Bard and the Knight don't hit that hard, so they're going to have to deal their damage in stages, as there is no good or best compatibility to exploit in this matchup. However, that is if the 3rd Oracle doesn't die in the process, as the Ninja and the Samurai of Former Deathcorps hurt so hard. Former Deathcorps can also inflict statuses, which the 3rd Oracle cannot do. So, the Former Deathcorps has more going for him. So to begin the match, the first battle takes us to the gates of Riovane's castle. We have Former Deathcorps in the white, and the 3rd Oracle in the purple. The two units will take a turn or two to advance, giving themselves time to support themselves with haste, as we're seeing here. Unfortunately, they will not support themselves with any white magic protection, because the AI, under the AI's directive, they only cast that spell when they're hurt. which is kind of silly. Considering you're casting Protect and Shell to preserve your HP, it would make sense to cast those spells when you still have the HP. But that's the AI for you. Among many things they get wrong, I'd say. Former Deathcorps using Diminish once again. Interesting spell. Continues to be interesting, I'd say. We have healing in the form of Mimic Titan. The Knight takes a bit of collateral damage, unfortunately, so the Third Oracle's gains were sort of diminished there. Monk continuing to haste, because that's all he can do at this point. While the Samurai and the Ninja open up their offense, putting early pressure on that Bard. Basically denying the Third Oracle's ability to cast Protect and Shell with Kiyomori. The reason why they're focusing on that Bard is because he really has no defense of his own. He's pretty squishy, and I don't believe he has any evasion. Meaning he's for the taking. And that's it! The battle ended as soon as it began. Let's see if the Third Oracle can make something happen in the second battle. The back gate of Lazalia Castle is the final location for the Third Oracle to redeem himself. Now, as we've seen, Former Deathcorps just exploded in the face of the Third Oracle. So the Third Oracle is contemplating oblivion here. But he won't be able to contemplate it for long, as Former Deathcorps is charging forward to put an end to it all. He's opening up with offense. 3 units, hitting the Third Oracle. The Sacred counters with Berserk, but it misses. And we see Former Deathcorps right from the start. Sorry, the Third Oracle right from the start. Casting Protect support spells. And crumbling under the pressure of Former Deathcorps. Heaven's Cloud. The first? Could it be the only time the Bard will use it? Not if he can stay in this. The Monk dealing chip damage with Earth Slash. Taking out that Time Mage. So the Time Mage's full body armor isn't quite doing it for her. The Former Deathcorps just hits too hard. And the Time Mage I don't believe was protected, so that HP was whittled away quite quickly. And the Sacred's HP is also being whittled away quite quickly, with that attack up Ninja and Monk. And the Sacred is now down. And they shut up the Knight there, so I believe the Third Oracle has lost all form of resurrection, as that Knight is forced to sit this out and take damage. And he can't take much more as he's about to die. Indeed he has. It's nothing but this Bard once again. The Former Deathcorps just exploded in the face of the Third Oracle, and takes the battle. So I'm sorry, the Third Oracle, but you are being sentenced to oblivion. And Former Deathcorps, you will be continuing to move on down this path to the end of the loser's bracket. Good job.